guys, it's Miss Sarah from the West Bank Club, and I have got my brother-in-law, Mr. AJ, on with me for our career week to talk about his career and what he does. So, Mr. AJ, can you tell me what your career is and what you do?
Yes, and so good to see you, Sarah. But yeah, my career is I am a development officer at Columbia University, more specifically for our entrepreneurship department. And what I do there is I raise funds to help students start businesses.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. So, we're going to back it up from today. We're going to go back to what you studied and enjoyed learning about in school when you were in elementary school, middle school, high school.
Yeah, I always loved the arts, whether it was like playing with clay or Play-Doh in elementary school, up to like arts and crafts in middle school. But I ended up doing music, and that kind of, took me through high school and college.
So, what kind of school to get to where you are now? What kind of school did you complete? Did you do a 4-year degree? Did you have to do anything after that?
Yeah, so I got a 4-year degree from Mississippi State University, Pell State, and I went to Southern Miss for my and then I went to Southern Miss for graduate school in education administration.
Okay. So, for what you studied in school, how does that apply or not apply to what you're doing now?
Yeah, it's so weird because I actually found my way into my current position through music. So I moved to New York City with a fellowship at Carnegie Hall. And it was there that I, got to see like the transformative power of music in communities of, like marginalized communities. And so I was actually keyed in to kind of talk about that with funders, kind of tell the story, tell my story, how music kind of impacted my life, and people kind of gave us money for that. So after that was kind of how I got into fundraising, and yeah, then the higher ed education piece kind of came in later, but I kind of just went down this rabbit hole, and it's been fun.
Sounds it talking about music opened a door, and now you're opening doors for lots of people. Um,
Absolutely.
so you're kind of you got your education how it does and doesn't apply. So what was there anything that you wish you had learned about while you were in school that would help you out now?
Yeah, absolutely. Doing what I wanted to do and doing it for myself, and also being okay with not being okay at things. Like try things out, if it doesn't work out, then but keep trying new things. And it's okay if you haven't found your thing yet, but I think that's kind of, you know, the whole point is like we continue to learn uh, throughout life.
So when did you start working in your current career? Where was it something you started right out of school with college? Was it something you did like internships with?
Hmm.
Um, how did you kind of get to where you are now?
Yeah, so after I graduated, um, teaching music didn't seem like the right fit for me. So I was trying to look for other things that I could do. And I actually found this Performing Arts Center in Meridian, the MSU Performing Arts Center. And I got an internship there, and I was able to try out the administrative stuff like writing grants and doing programming for like elementary students and things of that sort. So yeah, that's kind of like when I was first introduced to it. And then you kind of just, you know,
Rolled from there.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
what would you say, like with now that you're currently in development and working at a university and with college age students, what would you say the most unexpected part of your career is?
Um, the most unexpected part for me was kind of how personal the job kind of gets, in the sense that I get paid to make friends with people. And we kind of come up with ideas in programming and in ways to kind of benefit students, of Columbia University. So it's kind of like a partnership. So that part has been cool because I always thought jobs were supposed to be very, reserved, and you're supposed to, you know, separate yourself from your job. But it's been pretty awesome. Yeah.
What would you say the hardest part of your career is?
Oh yeah. Um, I would definitely say I have no idea what I'm doing. If I'm being totally honest, I have no idea what the next step is. It's just kind of like I'm just out here doing things. But yeah, that's so not knowing, but trusting yourself enough to just know that you enjoy what you're doing, and that's enough. Yeah.
Well, so I've known you for a while, being my brother-in-law, so I know you're doing a good job at it as well.
Thank you.
I will say that.
Yours.
So what would you say the best part of your career is?
Um, is that I get to do so many different things. So like the thing that's kind of tough about it is the thing that's pretty cool is there's there's a lot of freedom to what I get to do. It's as many different people as I meet, those are as many different projects as I'll have, and I get to kind of learn a lot. Like throughout this job, I ended up opening up my own production company because, I was encouraged to from a donor. So like it's cool, like how things kind of transcend like that.
Well, if you started your own production company, can we talk a little bit about that? So what do you do in a production company?
Yeah, absolutely. So in our production company, we help people make, whatever they want to make, whether it's film, short films, or web series, or if you're wanting to learn how to do a YouTube stream, we can help you with that, editing videos and things of that sort. So yeah, or if you want to have, you don't have an idea, you want someone to help, brainstorm something, we can help you with that as well. So
So you are saying we. Who is the we in this situation?
oh, yeah, I'm glad that you asked. It's actually my partner. My business partner is also my life partner, which is also your sister, Annie, Miss Annie.
Mhm. So we have a video with her and talking about her history with AV. So do you have anything that you've produced so far that you've done that you kind of worked on, kind of made a personal project?
Yeah, absolutely. We made a very scary short film called Lose It. And it's actually about being stuck in your home. And yeah, so it's kind of unfortunately relevant to the times.
How long ago did you make it?
We actually made it about a year and a half ago. So yeah,
Way before people were actually
before.
stuck and spending a lot of time in their home.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
might maybe
really.
might want to put fortune teller psychic on there somewhere on the resume too. So what would you say? So you've kind of used your passion of music and it's opened a lot of doors and starting a new creative passion. Um, what would you say if somebody was trying to grow up to be you, either through kind of using their music with development, or starting their own production company and creating their own art? What advice would you give them?
Yeah. And I'm still working on this myself, but really do things for yourself. And quite honestly, I think um if that's kind of like your driving force, then all the other stuff will kind of fall by the wayside. So really do take care of yourself, and like you can start today. Don't feel as though you need to have, if you want to make a YouTube video, you don't need like a $1,000 camera. Like you can start with your cell phone, or whatever it is that you want to do. Try and find a way to do it, and do what you love.
I think that's really awesome advice, and I can't decide if I want to. I've only watched some of your video because I don't like scary things.
Fair.
My kids know we have very little Halloween decorations and go directly to Christmas. But I think it's great advice that to tell kids to start now, like especially with technology and creating. You learn a lot from seeing what you've already created. So that's awesome advice to get them started for today and moving in their career. So I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, doing development with Columbia and running your production company and creating awesome movies. So I hope you have a great day and hopefully see you at maybe Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. See you then, Miss Sarah. Bye.